You know that face that a kid makes in class when a teacher calls on them and he hasn't done his homework? That's what the Rockets looked like last night. They were on national television with finally a full complement of healthy players with a golden opportunity when the other team's best defensive player, the actual defensive player of the year, got kicked out of the game in its opening minutes. The Houston Rockets were called on last night, and instead of coming through, the entire team looked like it would rather have been literally anywhere else. Let's go from the top. Yeah, this is the tip-off, and yes, Rudy Gobert gets called for the foul. Then that was the second one here, and the call itself feels questionable. What Gobert does next, see, you can't do that. That is going to get you tossed, and he was clearly so riled up, he kept that same energy in the weight room and made sure the whole world saw it on IG. You should see the one where he takes it himself, going up his all abs. Yeah. Anyway, later Gobert would apologize for the whole thing, saying he has to be smarter to stay in the game and help his team. Personally, I'm always quick to forgive a player for showing emotion. At least you can tell they care. The same could not be said about the Rockets, who took Gobert's ejection and did absolutely nothing with it, instead allowing the Jazz to close out the quarter on a 23-11 run. And it would get worse, oh so much worse for Houston. Remember on Monday against Minnesota when the Rockets looked listless in the second half and snarfed up a 19-point lead? Well, in the second half last night, the Rockets looked absolutely catatonic, falling behind by as many as 37 points, thanks in part to a third quarter in which they only scored 11. 11 points total. Last season, the Rockets dropped 50 points in a quarter in a playoff game. But as we have discussed oh so many times, this is not last season's Rockets. They lost and then regained the coach who manages their defense, which now ranks in the bottom third of the league. Chris Paul is a year older, which matters when you're 33 and have pushed your body to its limits the way Chris Paul does absolutely every time he's on the floor. And they let some key role players walk while not doing enough to shore up their bench, which now ranks dead last in the league. Last night, Houston got absolutely abused in the paint. The Jazz outscoring the Rockets there 70-42. And yeah, it's easy to assume someone like Trevor Ariza would not have let that happen. Still, all that being said, it is time we start acknowledging there is clearly more going on here with Houston. Trevor Ariza is not Kareem. It is not like since going to the Suns, Phoenix has turned into a festival of winning. And yes, CP has missed some games, but CP always misses some games. That is not new. Something much deeper has gone wrong, something with the spirit and the soul of the team. And while I am absolutely sure we will see Daryl Morey make a trade before February, I'm not sure if that's going to fix it. The Rockets had every reason last night to make a statement about who they still are, to walk onto that floor and show what they can still do. Instead, all they looked like was a team which couldn't wait to walk off of it.